A couple of definitions before we get into the next example. We need to deal with a specific irrational number called e. Now remember, irrational numbers, they never repeat, they never terminate. Pi is the most famous of all of them, and the irrational number we're going to look at now is e. It's called e because a mathematician named Euler determined its usefulness. It is 2.7182818289045, etc., as you can see. And we are going to be using e as the base of our new logarithms. Now, we don't write log base e in this way. We actually write it as ln. It is still a logarithmic function, even though the word log is not there. It's called ln because it's a natural logarithm. Euler's number comes into play quite a bit with natural phenomenon, most commonly population growth. So we will be using ln instead of log. Just know that if you see ln, it is a log and it has a base of e. So knowing that, the same characteristics as before, doesn't matter what the base is, the common characteristics of a log function will remain the same. So we will have an x-intercept at 1. We will have no y-intercepts. I am going to skip the end behavior for now, just because the graph actually does change slightly, and I'll get to that when we get to that. The domain would still be x is greater than 0. The range would still be all real numbers. So going back to the end behavior, I'm just going to quickly put up the graph of y equals ln x. So as expected, we do have a log function moving up from left to right, going from quadrant 2 into quadrant 1. But as I said, things do slightly change with the negative 4 that we have for a. So just beside that, I'm going to put up the graph for negative 4 ln x, which you can now see down here at the bottom. And you can see the shape has changed. Because of the negative 4a value, we have actually transformed the function. Now, this didn't affect the x-intercept or the y-intercept or the domain or the range, but it does affect the end behavior. Because now, as we go left to right, we do not go in from quadrant 2 to quadrant 1. In fact, we go from quadrant 1 towards quadrant 2 as we go left to right. So it is something to be aware of with the a value of a log function. It does invert it. It is a transformation, and that you do need to be aware of that.